What's going on YouTube? Indiana James here. Going to do some talking about some void assaults and strikes and incursions and ritual sites and what that is first. So the assault is an umbrella term for void strikes and void incursions. Strikes are 5-minute objective-driven invasions, um, and they give a field pouch blue, uh, 8 field accolade, 25 coffer key shards, 2 to 3 champion dawn crest, and 40 void light marl. Incursions are a little bit bigger, so they're open world scenarios that require a number of people to complete. And you fight a mini boss at the end, and you get 30 field accolades, 50 coffer key shards, 10 champion dawn crests, and void light marl. So if you're trying to level up your champion pieces, I have about half hero, half champion. This would benefit me to do. I don't like them, so no. Ritual sites. So these are basically mini. I call them mini delves. 1 to 5 people can go in. They can be completed by killing the final boss encounter and the ritual chest rewards upon champion completion. So if you die in that, understand you get less rewards. I went into this with Ricky and we did a tier 5. I think I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 challenges up. Yeah, I didn't do. I mean, we finished it, but we didn't like do the best. There was the mini boss before the actual end boss was kind of difficult for 2 people, especially 2 people that didn't have a tank to taunt for them or anything else. And they just obliterated my pets. Shared reward system. Well, similar. The 2 types of content is shared reward system with field accolades. So these are how you get your tier 2 void recolor transmog I talked about last week. Pets, mounts, and decor at various vendors. As you do more of the ritual sites, you get your reputation up, renown, or whatever, and you can purchase more things, void things for your home. Hope that helps. I don't think that, to me, it wouldn't be worth it to me doing any of this crap. I like the ritual sites, but even then, you're still kind of limited on what you get, stuff like that. So just be aware if you're running for the tier 2 read colors, go ahead and do all 3. Like that's my advice. Second thing is Spectral Tiger is making its way to the China's Titan Freeforge server. Um, so they Sean Shadowlands inspired models and Miss Panera Classic. Well, turns out that these are part of the China's exclusive mystery box promotion. It's receiving the Reigns of a Spectral Tiger bundle. Um, that's kind of sad. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think that they should even bring this back at all. I don't have a Spectral Tiger, and I don't think that Blizzard should be putting that in the game and diminishing the people who actually was able to pull that card and use it with the WoW trading card game, which by the way was a fun game. Um, just kind of sad to see that game kind of go out the door and such, but it's a bygone age. Um, I don't think that these would be. I do not think these would be available to Western servers. Was that a ship? Yeah, it's like a ship. I mean, it's fine. I don't like that idea. Spectral Tiger coming. All right. Complete Void Assault achievements in Zulaman. So, Void Assault, Void Smasher, Void Eradicator, Void Bane, Void Schmoid. I mean, so you can get these achievements if you're an achievement person. They require a lot of time investment. Most of the achievements are very straightforward, asking players to finish enough strikes, earn field accolades, or defeat so many enemies. A few of the achievements are more involved. We need a specific void strike to be completed. So that's kind of a patient type deal. The meta achievement cannot be finished this week. Cool. So if you're interested in achievements, understand there is some to do in Zulaman. Defeat factions of the void for the traces of the dark achievement. Okay, so we just talked about the achievement. I think this is the same thing. Uh, let's see. Straightforward. Simply kill enemies and void assault, ritual sites, and loot dark particle. 100 dark particles can be redeemed for 10 field accolades. I have like 200 of those, I think. Um, each of the objective locations are invasion by one of four void factions. So it takes a fair bit of farming, of course, but you know, you can you can do it. I'm not interested in doing that. Traces in the Dark wants you to exchange dark particles for field accolades, consult allies about permafrosted keystone, torn of twilight missive, consult allies about how hack and Nadjet, Nadjatar scrying stone. Sorry, and how Stellar battery core. Okay, so if you want to do those are great. So explosive shot is back. Apparently, marksmanship hunter reward rework falls flat. Um, so marksmanship was performing okay prior to 12.0.5. So just a reaction to damage nerfs. If you take a look at the boss damage in the 95th percentile of logs, you'll notice the marksmanship hunter is taking a hit, though they do still perform above the median. Let's look at these logs for a sec. Wow, marksmanship hunter. I think this is before or after. Oh, that's 12.0.1. So they've gone down some, so their marksmanship is up more, but they've fallen off the top end. Feral Druid is at the top now. That's cool. So my spec, of course, is at the bottom. Fury Warrior is at the very bottom. Um, Assassin Rogue is up there now. Huh. Okay. So I mean, take these numbers with as you will. Shadow Priest is at the very top, followed by Evoker, then Frost Mage, then Assassin Rogue, then Feral Druid. Those are the top five at the moment. I mean, take it as you will. I will never play a marksmanship hunter again or a survival hunter. I'm just not interested in doing that. I want to have my pets matter the most. But yeah, okay. So so they did a comprehensive review of Sims pre and post patch, showing the damage changes in various scenarios. So the Sims aren't perfect, but takeaways heavy reductions. Um, all right, that's kind of sad. I mean, I understand the people who play marksmanship is not going to be happy. Murder of marksmanship detailing how unintuitive proc-based gameplay feels like a gamble. Examines marksmanship's place in Mythic Plus. So there's just some Reddit posts and a forum post limits the latest rework, major issues, and hoping for changes. So I think that Blizzard needs to acknowledge that there may be an issue with what they did. It's sad. Everybody said Beast Mastery was like awesome and up there, and every chart I've looked at, Beast Mastery is way below. So Survival Hunter was way down here too. Marksmanship was number 4 in the percentile, but now apparently Beast Mastery went up some. Marksmanship and Survival Hunter went up by a bunch too. So I mean, you really have to consider, what um, what you're playing for. I play for fun, so yeah. Well, it kind of sucks. Farming Vortite Marl from Ritual Site. So, um, you get gold, Dawn-Crest, Voidlight Marl, and Carver Key Shards. Uh, let's see. A full group increases the health of enemies by 350, but it only takes about 15 minutes. Party of 272 80 item level players. I'm not 270. I'm 262 or something like that. So I'm not big out there with that. I didn't buy any of the crafting gear or any of that crap. I just take what the vault gives me and run. I think I ran a Mythic 2 or something. Like that's about the. I don't like. I hate timed runs. I absolutely hate timed things. There's the boss that drops the egg. Second boss in Void, whatever. He has a soft enrage. Actually, a hard enrage. If you don't beat him by a certain time, he just wipes the group every time. I don't like time constraints on that. I think that if you're not dying and the group is doing well, I don't think there should be a like a time thing. So here's a tier S run for a ritual site. Wow. So final score is 950 on that ritual site. They got some field accolades. They got hero. So they got some challenge manifestations. I went in there with a tier 5 and with one other person, a demonology warlock, and we had a harder time on one wasn't even the final boss. That was cakewalk. It's the thing before that jellyfish thing. It does this thing where it just explodes and kills. It's I'll go back. All right, undocumented drag fight raid boss nerfs. These are undocumented. Let's see. So this person's bond caps at 25 reduced damage. Um, I don't know who these people are because I wasn't here for Dragonflight. Um, making so it's easier for players to get this two-handed axe. I'm looking to see what the axe. I mean, that looks all right if you're going to go through. I mean, I guess you could if you really want to. Apparently, it's a long, extensive quest line. Hasn't gotten any nerfs, so actually looting axe is still just the first step of an extensive grind. I did Thunder Fury in Burning Crusade, so it's not like it was that bad. I guess probably this is worse, but anyway. Players AFKing voyage assaults for full rewards. Well, you don't get all of them. You don't get you don't get. There are certain like those dark particle things from killing enemies. You don't get those, but you do get field accolades. You do get copper key shards, champion non-crest, and Voile Morrow. So you can just AFK in those things and at least get a bag with that. I mean, that's cool. That's actually, I mean, it's not cool per se that people are being able to AFK, but if you go with a group of, you know, 10 guildies and one person in the group's like, shoot, I have to go to the restroom a lot of kids play. So they're like, oh crap, my mom is here asking me to do chore in the middle of this. You can go AFK and not lose out on those at least. So it's nice for those who have unexpected disruptions, but it sucks because they're relying on everyone else to do the thing for you. So it's kind of just like a push or pull. Avoid assault rewards. So tier 2, of course. And this a mana worm thing. Okay. So if you're ready for tier 2, at least you know you can go there and AFK for a minute and still get the little pouch with the rewards. Blizzard is probably going to nerf that. I'm just saying. So you better go do that now. You know. Keystone Myth achievements and mounts now available. Midnight Keystone Myth Season 1. So reading of 3,400 plus. Um, So if you do this, you get the time lost saddle, which can be brought back to this guy in silver in exchange for a mount of your choice. So you get to choose either one of these things. I don't think there's really anything like. I'm not happy with any of these. I hate. I'm sorry, but mounts like that's a stupid mount. I would never even want that. Like they need to have something, cool looking, not that. Like Crimson Shredder tank. I mean, that just doesn't look interesting to me. Let's look at the uh, Hailstorm Armageddon. Let's look at that and see what that looks like. That's like decent, I guess. It's a I mean, it's okay, I guess. Looks like one of those Kodo things. Mind Borer. It's the oldest one. I think I no, I didn't. Okay, so it's like that fish. There's a fish in real life that looks like that, kind of. It's creepy as hell. I wouldn't use it. I mean, you can see that stuff. So anyway, you can choose which mount you want within these things. Some of this stuff just looks terrible. All right, Midnight Season 1 suffers tank shortages. Well, of course. Um, let's see. A new problem, but ever present and a reoccurring one, often seen as the de facto leader of the group. Tanks face a lot of pressure. I'm just, I don't tank, and I don't like tanking, and I don't see myself tanking. Um, I'm just not interested in tanking at all. So there's a tanking shortage. Woohoo! All right. Well, and we talked about. I'm still mad about that. Spectral tiger. I haven't heard about any like tweaks this week. Um, about like what they're going to do this week for it. I'm going to go to the Blizzard tracker. What happened in next steps? Bonus rolls. So Void Curse is still spent prior to this. And never so you've been refunded. So that's cool. So that's interesting. So they refunded um, your Void Core spent. Void incursions are back. World of Warcraft Midnight hotfixes 3 days ago. Here are today's hotfixes, achievements. Hmm. So nothing for me. Decorative Dormigal opals are now available for purchase. And Sky's Decor Vendor. Cool. Hunter marksmanship stuff. PvP stuff. So I'm just you need to realize that like this is a new expansion. We're going to go and go through transition periods of all this. Months ago, it was oh my god, the add-ons, and I haven't really seen any issues with that. I still don't use add-ons. I haven't in heroic, uh, heroic raids or anything. I didn't in my tier 2 uh, mythic runs. I just don't see a. I didn't do it in my tier 5 run with Ricky, so it's it's fine. Like I'm hoping that they can fix a lot of the problems when it comes to like damage. I don't think the flavor of the month chasing the this month's best or this this patch's best DPS is the way to go. I did that in Cataclysm and in Wrath of Lich King, and it was just not. It wasn't fun. So, all right, guys, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe down below about the news, and yeah, if you guys want to play, we're the Archaeologist Anonymous Guild on Snarling Circle, and we would be more than happy to have more players join and doing things. We have a raid group going. We're actively doing that every Saturday. So yeah, if that works for you, let me know. Thank you.